The session on the topic, how to focus on studies in digital era. And the session is taken by an international motivational speaker and managing director of EDUCAFE Ernakulam. With his 20 years of experience in soft skill training, he has addressed more than 100 corporate events, and the famous influencer, actress, and TV presenter, Ms. Maaney, is this personality's daughter, and the person is right here in the AV.
Dr. Maaney Paul, international motivational speaker. Dr. Maaney Paul helps companies extract the best out of their staff using a conventional methods that help to bring up the passion within each individual. Dr. Paul is a transformational trainer, coach, mentor with decades of leadership training to his credit. A self-made leader himself, his growth stories nothing were inspiring from very humble beginnings. Maaney is going to lead millions of self-discoverers in corporates, institutions, government NGOs, students, families, homemakers, and many more with engaging communication and passion, moral delivery. Maaney is a motivational speaker and many national firms to repute, and the audience is always waiting his programs exemplary. Many experience of professionals from all walks of life to live your inspiring life, giving lessons to individually and collectively engage in winning for themselves.
Good evening. How to study during this distraction era. We call that a digital era. Just 4 years back, parents were telling their children not to use mobile, not to sit in front of the laptop, not to do so many things. And during the COVID time, what happened? Same parents had to buy them mobile phone, am I right? They had to buy the laptop, and they were telling them, go and sit in front. And suddenly, if the mothers and parents are going to tell them, we are going to take away the mobile phone, the children are confused. And I need to tell you, mobile phones are there to stay. The technology is going to stay. Only thing is, we need to know how responsibly we can deal with it. Anything beyond a point is a poison, and it can be very dangerous. And this talk I'm actually not giving to the students. I really wanted the parents to understand what I'm going to tell you, how to deal with this challenging situation. You can't be harsh to the students. So I just want to tell you, why are they interested in the mobile phone? It's because it's interesting. There is a lot of colors there, a lot of sound there, and all these application makers use all the technologies in the world to make it attractive. Avatar movie. When the Avatar movie came out, I'm telling you, I was sitting, you have seen an Avatar movie? And when the Avatar movie came, I was just sitting, 3 hours just gone. So they put in all the things to attract the human mind. They use the right sound, they use the right colors, the right visuals, and the right language. So you're stuck. And every app maker is in a very competitive world. They use all these things to get the attention of your children because they're their customers. So now we need to educate our children and tell them only one thing, how to be responsible users. You can't overdo. If you are studying, you study. If you are having a bath, you are in the toilet, only be in the toilet. If you are sleeping, you sleep. Why I am saying this? Padikkinna samayattum mobile ai. Unnunna samayattum, even time of eating, you are using mobile. In the toilet, we use mobile. Am I right? How many of you use mobile in the toilet? So what is happening is we are not doing, everything has become mobile based because mobile is not just an entertainer. I check my real mails, my business, my replies, everything. Mobile has replaced all the gadgets in the world, to be precise. Even a computer is replaced. Torchlight, anything for that matter. Now you can't tell them, don't use a mobile. Mobile is become a most important thing. So now I'm just going, I just want to tell you how you can come out of the mobile. Are you all here? എല്ലാവരും ഇവിടെ തന്നെ ഉണ്ടോ? ദൈവത്തിന് അറിയാം ആരെല്ലാം ഉണ്ടെന്ന്. ഇവിടെ തന്നെ ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ ഇവിടെ ഉണ്ടാവണമെന്നില്ല. You need not be here, even if you are here. Because your body is here. Is your mind here? If your body is hearing me, that means you are hearing me. That's all. But if your mind is hearing me, it is called listening. Listening is a very active activity. Hearing, anybody can hear. If I ask you, can you hear the sound there? Yeah, a lot of sound there. All this time you're only listening to me. Suddenly you also focus there. Now, we need to understand, we'll be only listening to people only when we like them. If you like. Because the mind, as he was mentioning, touch, taste, smell, see, hear. The sixth sense called mind is very, very powerful. In Malayalam we say, Jnanennulla buddhiyum manassunnulla shaktiyum onnichal maatrame. Only when they get together, it's called, in the Indian word, it's called yoga. When we get together, it's called yogam. When I and my mind get together, miracles happen. Miracles. Don't have, my job is this. 28 years I've been doing it. And I go all over India, and I'm not only India, anywhere. I keep going, and I've been sharing only this. The art of learning. Manasirithi padikkanam. Manasirithi pravartikkanam. Padikkanam pravartikkanam manasirithi pravartikka. The most three important things that we do is you study, you work, and if you pray, pray. The most important three things. And you can't do that. The conscious mind cannot do that. I'll do one thing. I'll just call one of you. Because all of you know your name, your parents' name, and from where you come. I'm not just calling, I'm not thinking about students here. I'm also involved with the parents. I'll just call two of you. Please come here and just say the things that I told. Your name, your father's name, mother's name, and from where you come. I'll just call. ഞാൻ തന്നെ വിളിക്കാം. ശരി, വിളിക്കുന്നില്ല. I'm not calling. Now just tell me, what was your response? Just when I told this, and when I started looking at you, aliya vera paniyilla iyalku. Suddenly, no, not me. അതുവരെയ്ക്ക് നല്ല സ്നേഹത്തിലാണ് ഈ മൂന്നുപേരെ നോക്കിക്കൊണ്ടിരുന്നത്. പെട്ടെന്ന് ബന്ധം പോയി. Now what I'm trying to tell you, you need to understand, it's called a reflex. The moment, even the things that you know, when you are asked to come up and deliver in a particular stage, don't think stage is only a stage. Meeting a person is a stage. Going for an interview is a stage. When you're dealing with a crisis, is a stage. And in these kind of times, you need to understand, the moment you get frightened, what happens? You get a tunnel vision. Tunnel vision is anand. The moment your body is a disturbance, tunnel vision. When you come and stand on the stage, you can't even recollect your father's name. His friend told, tell your father's name. Then he's telling, you can forget your father's name. I'm not joking. I'm a trainer on public speaking for very serious people. I do it. For corporates, I do training programs on public speaking. So you need to understand, why is that the particular boy is not able to deliver at that particular moment? You need to understand, as Maharuf was telling, your brain has one of the most powerful function called recording, retaining, and recalling. He was telling about coding, okay, coding. He used a technical word. I'm just telling in a simple form, okay. Recording. Your mobile phone can record my talk, it can retain my talk, and you can recall the talk anytime. But you can't do that. Your mobile phone is a tool. Exactly the same way. Your mind is a tool. It's not an entity. It has got a lot of power. But it cannot think. Only you can think. The analytical mind, the critical mind, logical mind, everything is yours. But your mind cannot do anything. മനസ്സിന് ഇതൊന്നും അതിനെ അറിഞ്ഞൂടാ. ബട്ട് ഇറ്റ്സ് എ പവർ ഹൗസ്. തമിഴിൽ പറയും മനമേ മാപെരും ശക്തി. The most powerful thing is your mind. Now you need to understand only one thing I'm going to tell you. If a student or a mother, don't think mothers have become mothers and they got nothing else to do. You can change. People have changed at the age of 40, 50, 60. Be an example for your children. I actually did my MBA when I was 48. When I used to study MBA, 48. My daughter comes and says, Daddy, you're seriously studying? Studying. And I got a good mark. I was quite busy. But every day when I come back home, I really study. I used to be weak in mathematics. Do you know how I learned mathematics? I failed in mathematics during my school days. But for my MBA, I got around 63 marks. Now you need to know how did I do it? Only with 10 days program, 10 days tuition. What 8 years can't do that, I just did it with 10 days. And if it can happen to me, it can happen to you. The mind, the sixth sense, is actually belongs to an area called attraction or repulsion. Like we say, touch, taste, smell, see, hear. That is earth, water, air, fire, space, everything. This is either space, and this is fire. This is air. Water, touch is earth. And the sixth sense, actually, it's called the magnetic. North Pole, South Pole. North Pole, South Pole. It's either attraction or repulsion. Let me ask you, whenever we studied in those days, tell me, which day your face was happy? Friday evening or Monday morning? Friday evening. Friday evening your face is good. And Monday morning your face is not that good. And Monday morning in Malayalam it is called Monda. Monda. That means your face is bad. Now you need to understand, your face is only the index of your mind. മനസ്സിന്റെ കണ്ണാടിയാണ്. മനസ്സിന് മാത്രമേ പഠിക്കാൻ പറ്റൂ. Only your mind can learn. You can't learn. You can't record. And if your mind on a Monday morning is not in the right place, I'm telling you, study for 10 years, you can't study. But if you can bring your mind to the right place, you can just study. Sir, how can you just study? You go to a theater, you take your son for a theater and ask him, showing the movie, and let him hear the song only twice, and I'm telling you, he'll sing the song. The teacher who just wrote 4 lines for mathematical equation, 1 year full year he's studying, and tuition also studying, exam he didn't write. Can I ask you, anybody remember Pythagoras theorem? You all studied for one year, Pythagoras theorem. But if I sing a Malayalam song in a wrong way, you will know I'm singing it wrong. Alliyambal Kadavil, എന്നൊരു പാട്ട് ഞാൻ പാടിയ, you will know if I sing a song, ഒരു വാക്ക് അവിടെ തെറ്റിയാൽ മതി, you will know I'm wrong. അരക്കി വെള്ളം അന്ന് നമ്മളൊന്നായി തുഴഞ്ഞില്ലേ കൊതുമ്പ് വെള്ളം എന്ന് പറയുന്ന സ്ഥലത്ത് ഞാനൊരു വാക്ക് മാറ്റിയ you will say you are wrong. എന്താ നിങ്ങൾ ഈ പാട്ട് എന്താ എക്സാമിന് നോട്ടും പാനയും വെച്ചാണ് പഠിച്ചത്? The song that you heard 30 years back, it's intact within you. Because ആ പാട്ട് കേട്ടത് നിങ്ങളല്ല, ആ പാട്ട് കേട്ടത് നിങ്ങളുടെ മനസ്സാണ്. മനസ്സിന് റെക്കോർഡിങ്, റീകോളിങ്. പാട്ട് കേൾക്കുമ്പോഴും മിക്കവാറും നമ്മളെ വലിയതായിട്ട് രക്ഷപ്പെടാത്ത, in a big way which doesn't save us, our mind is in the right place. TV, entertainment, all these things, your mind is in the right place. Whereas the things like your studying, your work, our mind happens to be in the wrong place. Mindset. Your conscious mind can be, say, the conscious mind, it's there. But your subconscious mind has a choice of being in the A as well as repulsion. Monday morning, repulsion. Now your job is only one thing. If you want to really study, you can manipulate your mind, because mind cannot think. Whatever you tell it believes. And if you tell a ghost story to your son, I have not seen ghost. Okay, have anybody seen ghost? കണ്ടിട്ടില്ലേ? കാലത്ത് കണ്ണാടി കണ്ടില്ല, വെറുതെ തമാശക്കാതെ. ഞാൻ കണ്ണാടി കാണുമ്പോൾ പേടിക്കും, കാലത്തൊക്കെ ഉറങ്ങിപ്പോകും. പിന്നെ ഇങ്ങനെയൊക്കെ അഡ്ജസ്റ്റ് ചെയ്ത് നമ്മൾ റെഡിയാവും. ഓക്കെ, now what I'm trying to tell, nobody has seen ghosts for that matter. ആരും കണ്ടിട്ടൊന്നുമില്ല. അതിന് കൊച്ചിനൊരു കഥ പറഞ്ഞു കൊടുത്താൽ മതി, നല്ലപോലെ പറഞ്ഞാൽ മതി. പിന്നെ നെക്സ്റ്റ് ഡേ you called him and asked him to go and close the gate 10 meters. Then now he's telling you, Mom, അമ്മയും കൂടെ വാ. ഇത്ര ദിവസം he was running around and playing. Suddenly you locked him up with fear. And don't think you locked him up only for one day. Even at the age of 45 it will manifest. എവിടെ തന്നെ പോയാലും പുറകെ നിന്ന് ഒച്ച കേൾക്കും, ചേട്ടാ. അവർ മാത്രം കേൾക്കും. നിങ്ങൾ വിചാരിച്ചു പ്രായമാകുമ്പോൾ എല്ലാം ശരിയാവുന്നു. A virus entering, it will be there unless and until consciously removed. Fear of public speaking. What is this? Do you want your children, let me ask you all the parents, okay? Do you want your children to be a leader in their profession, or do you want them to be an employee in their profession? You saw so many names, am I right? കുറേ കമ്പനികളെ കാണിച്ചു. ഈ കമ്പനികളൊക്കെ മൈക്രോസോഫ്റ്റ്, ആമസോൺ, all these Deloitte എന്നൊക്കെ പറയുന്ന കമ്പനികളിൽ do you want your son to be an employee for the next 30 years, or do you want them to be a leader? Every parent is praying that my son, my daughter should be better than me. You are investing so much of money, time and effort on their education. അല്ലെങ്കിൽ why do you want to come in this hall? Looking for their career, am I right? They should study well, they should become big. Now I'm just going to tell you a small thing. We are all controlled by our fears. The mind എന്ന് പറയുന്ന 7 ആണ്. Violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, red. സാരി ഗാമ പാദ നീ എന്നൊക്കെ പറയുന്ന പോലെ മൈൻഡും 7 1 2 3 3 4 5 6 7 താഴോട്ട് പോകും. And if your son is going to have fear, when I asked you, when I'm going to tell you, all of you please can go and have a tea എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ നമ്മളെല്ലാം പെട്ടെന്ന് ഇങ്ങനെ എനിക്കും. ചായ റെഡി എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ എനിക്കും. Tea is ready, please get up, all of you will get up. Then I told you the speech ready, one of you get up എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞപ്പോൾ that guy is telling, ന്യൂട്ടൺ തിയറി ഗ്രാവിറ്റി പഠിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട്, ബട്ട് ഇന്നാണ് അനുഭവിക്കുന്നത്, എന്തോ സാധനം പിടിച്ച് വലിക്കല്ലേ, ഒന്ന് വിട്ടുകിട്ടാന്ന് വെച്ചാൽ വിട്ടുകിട്ടുന്നില്ല. ചായക്ക് 3-ന് വേണ്ടിയിട്ടൊന്നും കാര്യമില്ല. Your son should get up, come here and make a fool. Your daughter should come up, stand here and make a fool, because that's what they can do on the first day. Now why I'm combining this with education? People with fear, people with low self-esteem, they will be learning very slow. ഇതൊന്നും പുറത്ത് കാണാത്ത കാര്യങ്ങളാണ്. You can't see it, but they suffer it. People with self-esteem, people with confidence, people who love themselves. Some people think I'm not good looking. And the people, do you want everybody to be good looking? There's a guy called Rajinikanth, a great actor in Tamil Nadu. He doesn't look good. No, he knows, his wife knows, everybody knows. Can anybody go to Tamil Nadu and say, Rajinikanth is not looking good in the world, if he can come back alive? He's a superstar. Amitabh Bachchan, when for the first time in the movies, they actually rejected him. Now at the age of 80, he's a superstar, the most biggest influencer in India. Not only in India, even outside India. Now what I'm trying to tell you, who is bothered about your looks? Now I'm just trying to tell you only one thing. Parents should train your children in some area. One is called your present state. What is a present state? My son is ordinary. I am this. And all the reality around you is real. And that is called the present state. And if you are only thinking about the present state, you will move like this and finish. If you wanted to change in your life, life will മാറ്റം വരണമെങ്കിൽ target state കാണണം. What is this target state? You can imagine anything. In the year 1993, I can't speak in front of the stage. Believe it or not, I'm not joking. My history is known to a lot of people in India. In the year 1993, I can't stand in front of people, I can't speak. And that time I was around 34 years old. And one day I decided, my target state, I set it. I just set my target. Do you know what I said? I'll become an orator, a powerful orator, and I will speak. Because one day I had a humiliation experience in the Rotaract Club in Kerala. And that day I decided that I'll freak out on the stage. I didn't say I'll speak on the stage. I said I'll freak out on the stage. And do you know, in the year 1995, Technopark, one of the largest organization in Kerala, they interviewed so many people, and finally they gave me a job as their HR consultant where I didn't even apply. And I was not on a salary, I was a consultant. Now, what I'm trying to tell, do you think I'm boasting? No. I'm only trying to tell. I just set my target and I believed in the target. And it didn't take 25 years for me to become that. Just 1 year. Just 1 year. Things are easy, provided you start believing in yourself. I believe in there, I believe there, I believe everybody. But whom you don't believe? I don't believe myself. You are finished. Your belief has to start from within. Be that. Be that means inside you go. Whatever you want to become, be that inside. Even at the age, I think in this room I am the oldest guy. Believe it or not, I'm 64 now. I do programs non-stop 6 hours. And you should also know that I'm the trainer for the Prime Minister's office in India. Non-stop 6 hours. And for the very alert team. Don't think people in Prima office will be very casual guys. Very, very alert team. Now, I'm just trying to tell you only one thing. If I'm going to tell you something, take it serious. Even if there is a small crowd, I'm not concerned about big or small. There's people covering me. And the people who wanted to listen to me, they will listen to me. So, understand your target state, you can do anything. I didn't have a degree. I had a BA degree. That's not enough to become a Technopark HR consultant. You should have at least an MBA or you should have MSW. And just with a BA degree, I'm just setting my target that I'll become an orator. And I did not complete. I didn't get the degree. I did not even learn. Nobody taught me public speaking. Nobody gave me a subject. Nobody downloaded all that. But in 2 years' time, CEO of Technopark comes, Mr. Vijay Raghavan, and he's telling me, Maaney, we are appointing you HR consultant for Technopark. And it's a miracle. And that is called mind miracle. Mind does things easily, effortlessly, and magically. Can you all repeat? Easily, effortlessly, magically. Give your son a mobile phone who is only 7 years old. He will actually hack his mother's number, as he was mentioning. He will open the phone. You don't know how. Your husband can't open, don't worry. But your son will open, he will download a game, and he will start playing. And the mother is wondering how he opened. Mother knows only one thing, pacha button, jona button. Now this guy is playing. Now, how do you think? If you ask this boy, what is 7 plus 7, he won't know. But he knows something which your mother will get flabbergasted. If your mind wants anything, it does miracles. Start working within yourself. First be it, then do it, and you will definitely have it. It's called SIM, S-I-M. Inside, self, intellect, and the material world. Whatever you want to become in the material world, don't go and waste your time there. Don't go around and beg people. Even the biggest man in the world cannot help you. I'm telling you seriously. They can only give you a job. And if you can't function properly, they will throw you off. But go within. The only power that you have till your death. Marana Marikulla Aga Shakti. It's not your father, it's not your mother. It's not your friends. It's not anybody else in the world. It's within you. Then you may tell me, sir, what are you talking about? It's called the power of, God particle within you. It's called imagination. And that word our friend was using. What is that? Imagination. Can you imagine yourself flying? Can you imagine yourself flying? If you can't imagine, you have a problem. Children can imagine because their conscious mind is not there. Conscious mind illathondi parakkunnu ennu parnal avaru engane parakkum. വയസ്സായവർ എങ്ങനെ പുറക്കും അങ്ങനെ നമ്മൾ ചോദിച്ചോളെ. Now you need to understand, imagination, what is this? Everything happens from within. Yes-ലാണ് നടക്കുന്നത്. Everything starts from S. If I ask you, Taj Mahal, where is Taj Mahal? All of you will answer that, very simple. Agra, in India. Then I ask you one thing, tell me, where did Taj Mahal happen first? Where did where did it happen first? Then all of it, they thought, and one guy told me, sir, Sharjah's mind. Yeah, Sharjah's mind only, you're right. You're right, in Sharjah's mind only the Taj Mahal took place. If it didn't take place in Sharjah's mind, there won't be Taj Mahal today. A great visionary, 50 years back, Dubai visionaries, they just saw a beautiful place, desert, no water, no proper soil, no greenery, and they made heaven out of that nothing. It's a vision that they saw, and you're all enjoying. Am I right? Now, if they can see a country changing, if they can see a Taj Mahal happening, they're all much, much bigger in dimension. Can't you think about your son in a big way, daughter in a big way? The parents have to start believing. Let them be failing today. ഇന്ന് മാർക്കൊക്കെ കുറവായിരിക്കും, വിട്ട് കളയണം. ഞാനൊക്കെ ഫെയിലായി വീട്ടിൽ വന്നപ്പോൾ എൻ്റെ അച്ഛൻ ഓടിച്ച് തള്ളിയിട്ടുണ്ട്. Then I went back to the same school. 1977 I passed out. 1997 I went back to the same school. Do you know for what? അവിടുത്തെ ടീച്ചർമാർ ക്ലാസ് എടുത്തു എങ്ങനെ പഠിപ്പിക്കണമെന്ന്. I'm not joking, I'm not belittling them. I went there and first apologized. If I was thrown out of the school, you're right, because I was bad. And I deserved it. I told them very clearly. But I told them only one thing. Don't judge just because somebody is an idiot today. Don't seal വെച്ച് കൊടുക്കരുത്, thinking that they'll be idiots throughout their life. I have done at least 30, 40 principals conferences in India. Teachers training is my common area because I love to train teachers. Their subject is completely different there. Because their teacher's job, I'm a teacher, teacher's job is not to teach. Because in a theater, nobody teaches you anything. You are just sitting. There is no note, no pencil, nothing. You remember everything when you come out. 40 years back, I listened to a song. 45 years back, a Hindi movie song. And I don't know Hindi, even now I can't speak. But that song, I remember. Main shair to nahi, you know that song? Pyar ka naam maine suna tha magar. It's a beautiful song. I sing that song, but I'm telling you, I only sat there. Only once I heard, those days no Walkman, no mobile, nothing. And I just heard the song only once. I came back to my hostel, and next day I was singing the song. My Hindi class, I can't write anything. But the Hindi song I was recording like mad. Because in the theater, there was somebody with me. And who was that? My teacher? My friends? My parents? No. My mind. And my mind, even before I sat in the seat, my mind went and sat. I only went late. And my mind did everything for me. It's called mind miracle. When I sang a song, Hindi class I failed. But when I came back and sang the song, my Hindi teacher was confused. My Hindi teacher didn't know one thing. In the theater, nobody taught me. I did not go to the theater to learn. So I learned. Why do you go to school? Why do you go to college? To learn. Adana pattathadu. That's why it's not happening. Because if your mind doesn't come to the college, when Maruf asked, what's your thing that you don't like in the school? One guy went to the external saying, even teachers. One guy said homework. Am I right? Homework. Teachers. And are you interested only in the best students? Do you know 70-80% of students are below average? We always talk about the best students. Don't take care of the best students. Take care of the worst student. And that's the best school. You should know that. And how do you take care of them? See, I am standing here. If I am confused, okay, you are happy sitting there, you are intelligent. I asked you to get up. You got up. Till then, if you are connecting with the mobile phone, you can say 5G, okay? 5G, comfortable. Then I asked you to come and give a talk. Then you said, oh, yo. Then you became 4G. Then as you walked, you became 3G. Then you entered 2G. Now standing here, no G. See, one disturbance, one distraction, one fear, one love failure, one death at home can make a normal, beautiful student, wonderful student buffering. Don't come to the conclusion that he's an idiot. He's only buffering. Our job is to create an ambience for learning. He should start believing that everybody likes him. Create an ambience for a student to learn. If he likes his teacher, I can challenge. He will never fail in that subject. If boy is saying, I love my teacher, in that subject he can't fail. Am I right? A teacher's job is not to teach. In theaters, nobody teaches, but you learn everything there. But you need to assist them in subjects, provide them with the correct book and everything. And they learn just like that. How do you learn? Change from I don't like to an area called I love. How did I pass in mathematics in my MBA? When my books came, I did it in distance education. I didn't have time to. I've been a busy trainer at the age of 48. When the books came, I kept away all the books. I took the Max book, and first thing you know what I did? I opened the book and smelled the book. You know, new books have a good smell. First thing I touched my nose, smell. Then I took the book and I said, I love Max. Where? I only told a lie. I told a lie that I love Max. And do you know what happened? Every time when I travel to Bangalore, I have classes. So wherever I go, I take my Max book and I don't open that. If I open, I'll get confused. So I keep my Max book, and people will come and ask me, sir, why Max? I tell them, I love Max. Yeah. Biggest lie. But 15 days time, believe it or not, my mind started believing it. And my repulsion for Max went away from my mind. And the moment, that means it was traveling slowly, and it came here. And my teacher, he was a very young man. He was around 23, 24 years old. He was a faculty at NIT, a computer company those days. And he asked me, sir, do you want to get big marks or just pass? I just said, I just wanted to pass. Then 1 month deal, 1 month, okay? I said, any fees, okay. And he came home, and I'll wait for him on morning 6:30. I opened the gate, waiting for Max teacher. In my school days, Max teacher means I hate. But now I started liking mathematics. I pretended, I make coffee for him. I don't even disturb my wife. I give coffee, and we start learning. 10th day, he told me. So I taught for 70 marks, and you have learned everything. When I ask anything, you are telling. Till 8:30, he will teach me, no? 7:30, 8:30, 2 hours. And 70 marks things he taught me. 30 marks he didn't teach me. In the exam, I got 63 marks. Now tell me, did I lose 7 marks or 37 marks? Tell me, how many marks I lost? 37 or 7? 7 only I lost. Now tell me, was it a hard work or smart work? When you study, it's called hard work. But when your mind studies, it's called smart work. Your mind does things easily, effortlessly, and magically. When you walk with a girl or a person that you love, I'm telling you, you walk any distance, you don't get tired. He was mentioning about serotonin and melatonin, all those kind of things. Am I right? Endorphin and everything. When you love your studies, I'm telling you, you won't get tired. And when you love something, you have a peripheral vision. What is a peripheral vision? You can see things in a broader way. When you are in fear, when you are not liking things, you become narrow. When teacher says something, you won't even understand, you can't see beyond. And one of the exercises I can teach you, okay? If you want to do one exercise, I'll tell you, this is a very serious exercise I give for very senior people. You sit in a room just for 10 minutes. Everybody is sitting, okay? Sit in a room, look at a point, and when you look at my face, try to see my hands. Slowly expand that and go till those dots there, they are everywhere. Now you think that, sir, by doing this, what will happen? That is called peripheral vision. People who are relaxed, the commandos need to be peripheral vision. Peripheral vision people will see you. When they're even looking at you, they will know something is happening there. They will even see things, what is happening at the beginning, through the sound. Mohanlal movie. Peripheral vision is not just for vision, hearing, everything, sensation, smell, everything. And you will be a great learner. The technology what you are having today will be outdated, I can tell you, by 2030. That means our children have to keep abreast and keep learning throughout their life. And that learning has to become a habit, a behavior. It's not through book. Every day you should be learning. That's exactly what the principals are saying. The future of learning is not, it can't end here. I came and sat here and I was learning. I don't know how many of you saw that. I was learning from Mamaroof. I was learning from them. His points were beautiful. Maybe I get 1 point, that's more than enough. Nobody stops you from learning. If you're at home, mother should learn a language. Show the children that I'm learning. And don't tell them, you go and learn. No. Please understand. The moment you say somebody don't do a thing, it becomes a temptation for them. Don't do it is a reason for doing it. Sir, what are you telling me? I'll tell you. Because your mind cannot process no. I'll tell you everybody one thing. No, everybody, don't think about a red car. Don't think about a red car, okay? Don't think about a red car. Now what are you seeing? Red car. Exactly the same way you tell your son, don't do that means, now he has to do it. He has to do it. Say the opposite word. Don't tell them, don't break. Be careful. Sushi kya. These are the kind of words, because words are powerful. So what are the words powerful? I do a lot of work with words. 28 years, my job is helping people with words and taking them out from a wrong place to the right place. In 1 hour's time, I do that. I'm very careful in using words. You need to believe that you're strong. Maybe your parents didn't tell you that. Your mothers didn't tell you that. They're good people, but they didn't tell you. That doesn't mean you need not tell you. You tell yourself. Because the moment you say, I'm strong, like when I said a red car, it came. Likewise, when you say, I'm strong, you'll immediately, it's called in your subconscious mind has processed 2 million bits per second, and it has stored everything there. Like your mobile phone has stored so many things. This mind invented a phone. And this mind, do you think it will be having nothing? I'm just telling you. Please talk to yourself beautiful things. Start saying that I'm beautiful, I'm intelligent. Don't give up on yourself. Don't compare yourself to Aishwarya Roy in India. You're beautiful. When I say that I'm beautiful, my mind likes me, and my mind will come and stand with me. And that's called yoga, state of meditative mind, prayerful state. And don't think that you have to pray only in the morning. 24/7 you can pray. Right now I'm with me. I'm with me. Every time I go to the stage, I'm with me. Tell yourself, I'm beautiful. Never give up on your children. Always say, sir, I failed. Okay, son, don't even show your bad face. Okay, 48. Okay, no problem. Daddy, only 48. And he was thinking that you're going to beat him. He said, no, no problem. Because he has not seen your mark list. No. Am I right? He has not seen your mark list. ഞാനൊക്കെ കത്തിച്ചു കളഞ്ഞു. Now what I'm trying to tell you, 48. Then you said, hey, you can always do better next exam, man. You will do it. Okay, daddy. Now, do you know, when the father was shouting at him, he was only a father or a mother. But when he took care of his son and forgave him and gave him a good word, his father and mother became his friend. അച്ഛനെ അമ്മേനെ നമ്മൾ തോൽപ്പിക്കും, ഒരു സുഹൃത്തിനെ തോൽപ്പിക്കാൻ പറ്റില്ല. And that time when he said, I will do it എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞത് അവനല്ല പറഞ്ഞത്, അവൻ്റെ മനസ്സാ പറഞ്ഞത്. His mind told. And the mind doesn't sleep like you. He was talking about sleep. Mind ഉറക്കമില്ല. 24/7 it's on. And it will somehow work. See to that you succeed at a given time. Mind works 24/7. Mind doesn't work on willpower. Willpower waste. Mind works on imagination. Imagination is the most powerful thing. Mind understands only three things: image, imaginations, and feelings. Everybody imagines, but you don't have feelings. Belief is your feeling. I will do it. Why did I say do that this way? Because your body is an extended subconscious mind. I will do it. You have to say, I will do it. A feeling him. ഇവിടെ ഒന്നും പറയേണ്ട ആവശ്യമില്ല. വീട്ടിൽ പോയി കക്കൂസ് പറഞ്ഞാൽ മതി. എവിടെ പറഞ്ഞാലും അത് വർക്ക് ചെയ്യും. Don't go and create problems in the family. And I'm not talking about just studying. You can put that for anything in your business. You can, in the vision, in the target state, you can see a beautiful life, a comfortable life for your children, yourself. And you need not pay for it. It's free. For everything else you have to pay. Just start believing in yourself. Say, I'm good, I'm smart, I'm enough. What is that I'm enough? My height, enough. I was born in Kerala because I didn't have a choice. I didn't have the choice of the color, the religion, the language. Nothing. Like you didn't have, I didn't have. So it was just given to me by the Almighty. So I can't sin. I can't say a complaint. There is no hair on my head. No complaint. Because it's enough. It's muddy. Tell yourself that. Accept yourself the way you are. And after that change, if you can't accept yourself, you can't change. Accept your children the way they are and walk with them and change them. And you can make leaders out of them. Not just employees in the future. So I just want to tell you only one thing. Your mindset for learning is in the wrong place. Next 15 days, tell yourself, I love studying. I love maths. I love physics. I love all that. Keep telling. On the first day when you go and drive a car, you can't drive a car. You're only sitting in a car. And your friend came and asked you, oh, you drive car? Steering first day you are only acting. Am I right? You are only acting. 15 days from now, will you act or drive? Tell me. Will you drive or act? Drive. Am I right? Everything starts from acting. I love to study. Keep telling that. It will move. Because when you say I love something, and if you don't love, it's called dissonance. The physics word is dissonance. Resonance and dissonance. Now you say, I love studying. Say 8 wavelengths. But inside say, where I love. So dissonance. So from there, you keep telling, first day 30. Okay, this is only 8. Second day when you tell, I love to study, it won't become 32. It can only become 28. 10 days when you say, it will also become 8. You and your mind will get together and your mind will learn things. Recording, retaining, recalling. Tell your son, tell your neighbors. To tell this, you need not become Maaney Paul or a trainer. You just have to be concerned about people. If you find one of your neighbor is having a problem with his son, just go to their house, call him, tell him in the way you can. Because everybody is a teacher in the world. By profession I became. But basically, a mother is the biggest motivator. A mother who has not learned anything. Teacher, she is teaching her son so many things, daughter so many things. Now extend that outside. The best way to become a teacher is to learn. The best way to learn is to teach. Start by mistakes. One day, neighbors will start bringing their children. നിങ്ങൾ പറഞ്ഞിട്ട് ആ കൊച്ചു നന്നായി എൻ്റെ കൊച്ചിനെയും കൂടെ എന്നിട്ട് നിങ്ങളുടെ അടുത്ത് കൊണ്ടുവരും ചെയ്തു കൊടുക്കുക. Start doing it. Love yourself, respect yourself, value yourself. Love yourself, respect yourself, value yourself, and tell yourself, I'm confident. Because everybody has fear. You don't have to conquer fear. Fear illada boy sattu. Highway fear illada odikundana ivada kore accident nadakkunne. Fear koodiyal beeru covered. Fear koranyal rash. You become rash. Pottambar. ആകെ തെറ്റേതാണ് അവൻ്റെ ബൈക്കിൻ്റെ പുറകെ കയറിയിരുന്നു. ഇപ്പം ഞാനും ഹോസ്പിറ്റലായി പോയി. അവന് പേടിയില്ല. You need to balance your fear. Don't think fear is bad. It's because of fear that I and you are alive today. Do you know that? Don't hate fear. Don't hate anger. For that matter, anything beyond a point is bad. Anything beyond a point is bad. And anything താഴെയും മോശമാണ് മേലെയും മോശമാണ്. Let's not become saints in the world. Let's just become good people. Be a good mother. Be an example. Then lead your son. Don't just try to treat your son and tell that all is problem. No. We have a lot of problems. Be an example. Take up some small studies. Let him see that you are sitting and studying. And when he's doing a mistake, don't put a big blame on him. You say, at your age, you do it. I have also done a lot. And create a vibe, become a friend. Then he'll come and tell, Mom, what you said is right. When you're arguing, nobody wins in an argument. As father or mother, nobody can win. Don't argue at home. Let's learn to talk and listen to people at home. Make friends at home. If you can't make friends at home, you can't make friends in the world. Friendship is the biggest skill. When you talk in the public, you become a leader. But when you listen, you become a human. A human is more important than a leader. Let's create human qualities in our children. For that, let's start with ourselves. Okay? So thank you very much. All the best. I had 45 minutes. I think I have done justice. Did I? Thank you very much. God bless. All the best.